and welcome to the newest indoor adventure in Rime of the Frostmaiden, Part 15, Cleansed by Fire. Today is April 11th, 2021, and you are loved. And that is a very important thing that we like to remind each and every single one of our viewers and listeners at the beginning of each and every single one of these games. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/indooradventures to check up on all of the VODs of each of the games that we have played up until this point, or you can go towards where anywhere audio casts are made available for free. You can find us there under the same moniker. And speaking of things that are being made available for free, if you go to patreon.com/indooradventures, you can check up on our after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from each other, but also from the community. So if you have any questions that you would like to ask myself or any of these other fine folk, feel free to join us on Discord. The link can be found in the Twitch chat to the side or in the description of this video/audiocast. And we will do our best to respond to those questions in kind. But say you already support us on Twitch, you already support us on YouTube and Patreon, and you are trying to think of where else you can go to help support these wonderful players as well as this wonderful show. Guess what, buddy? We got your back. Quite literally, in fact, because if you go to indooradventure.redbubble.com, we got t-shirts, we got posters, we got mugs, we got crop tops, throw pillows, clocks, shower curtains, aprons, and we also have face masks. That's right, we have face masks with the symbol of Tiamat upon them. We like to call them Tia masks, done up in her 5 glorious chromatic colors, where all of the proceeds end up going to help support Doctors Without Borders. So if you would like to help support a good cause or help support the show, you can again go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. That is indooradventure, no S at the end, .redbubble.com. But that is it for my opening spiel. Hey Satan, who you playing today?
Hi everyone, I'm Satan. I use she, they pronouns, and today I will be playing Kuori, who also uses she, they pronouns, and it's in a bit of a pickle mentally at the moment.
Oh, howdy, it's me, LizMac, and today I will be playing our Sweet Bean Rock Gnome Cleric, Lydia. We both use she, her pronouns.
I'm the Indoor Adventurer, and I use he, him, and tonight I'm going to be playing as Hart, Wood Elf Druid.
And my name's Tyler. I will be playing Stag, the Wood Elf Druid.
And I'm Wings, also known as Danae Keener. I'm going to be the DM for tonight. Let's get right into it. Iced-kissed flowers, caught mid-bloom, beauty kept in all its grace. Summer's gone to its silent tomb, stilling in her cold embrace. When we last left off, you had just finished fighting Sefik Caltro, leaving him injured, unconscious, but alive in the snow. You had chased off his crag cat companions, and just as Nemetra Miskin, the white dragonborn whom you had just saved from Sefik, was saying, "They were supposed to be here. Where are they?" There was a gout of flame from up the snowdrift, and there appeared a man with cloven hooves and a place where antlers used to be upon his forehead, and a crazed look in his eye as he looked down at Hart and said,
Hey, brother. You're supposed to be dead.
And Hart just like, his eyes go wide, and he's like, he's just recovering from this battle where he almost died yet again. And he is going to look up and just say, I don't know how to explain it. Wait. Troll Stagger?
Tenderheart! And he's gonna just trundle down the hill and just pick him up in this big old hug. Oh, bud, you look pretty hurt there.
Yeah. Well, we just got done fighting off against that guy. He's said that they were looking for sacrifices for the Frostmaiden.
Yeah, I just took care of some other guys there. It seemed like they were coming to help somebody. I was gonna see who it was, and it's you.
How did you get here? How did this happen? Is Stone Point okay?
Well, I walked here. That's how I got here. I mean, come on. And probably not. I don't think anyone's okay.
What?
In fact, I'm surprised that you're alive.
I mean, I am too. Those wolves almost got us pretty good back there. But what do you mean? What do you mean that you don't think that they're okay?
Well, I guess you were gone, but the forest burned down.
What?
Yeah. Pretty sure everyone's dead.
Well, maybe. No, they can't all be dead.
Nah, I'm pretty sure they're all dead.
Even no, there's.
Oh yeah, dead.
And Hart is just
And
like,
all we have is each other, and he's gonna pat you on the back and give you a cure wounds. Oh, bud.
I have to apologize. I realize that Tyler and I are very close to each other, so you could hear my terrible, terrible cackling. The thing is, and this is normally something that I would reserve for nights in the courtyard, but when you said what, that was Steven talking. That wasn't Hart.
that's okay.
Anyway, 9 points of healing for our good buddy.
Oh, thanks. Well, it's not just us. I've found some friends along the way, and they're, well, here. And Hart will turn around. Just Kuori, Lydia. I want you two to meet my brother. This is Troll Stagger.
Hello.
Oh,
I'm Lydia. Sorry, you said Troll Stagger?
Yeah, Troll Stagger.
It was super awesome. He's actually the coolest brother.
Well, I might fight you on that a little bit, but Hart, I didn't
Wait.
realize your full name was Tenderheart.
No, you never asked.
that is true. We did not ask. Kuori will just wave, and you just see a 8-foot tall Goliath, with pale, almost white but pale gray skin. Instead of the usual black or brown tattoos, it's icy blue tattoos, white eyes, and short black hair that fades to white with some braids that come out. And they're definitely not. They should be wearing a lot more clothing for this weather. Oh, we can't hear you.
He's gonna look you like all up and down, just like, you got some good hunter friends, don't you?
Well, they're not really hunters. Well, I mean, we did hunt for Lucas for a while, so I guess that makes us hunters.
Bounty hunters sometimes, I guess.
Is that when you hunt for people?
Yeah, and
It
somebody pays you
implies you-
for them.
Oh.
Is everyone okay? Is anyone gravely injured? I'm running a little low on my magic for right now, and we do need to rest, but I've stabilized our angry friend.
Yeah.
Nemetra has 11 hit points left out of 67. Likewise, Stag, you see accompanying them about as tall as Kuori, I'd say like maybe a few inches shorter, a large white dragonborn lady, and she is likewise wearing not as much clothes as she should. It's actually a very simple like cotton shirt and shorts kind of combo situation, as it turns out she was offered as a sacrifice to Oral. But due to her white dragonborn heritage, she has been able to survive out here on her own.
I'm going to give her 2 cure wounds.
Okay.
Trollstagger, you said you had met with some other people.
Yeah, there were some real nasty folks that I took care of. I grabbed this off of one of them, and he holds up a severed finger with a ring. DM, what's the ring look like?
The finger itself seems to be blackened with frostbite, which kind of explains why it came off so easily. But the ring on it appears to be made out of ice, just kind of like this blue crystalline, very simple band, but it's faceted. So it kind of shines and shimmers as he moves it into the light.
Nemetra gains 17
Interesting.
back.
Awesome.
Hart, are you doing okay? I have a little bit of magic left in order to heal you up if need be.
Don't worry about me. My brother's here. He'll protect everybody.
Right,
Right.
but I just to be safe, and she's gonna reach over and cast Cure Wounds once on Hart. For grab the right die here. Oh, that's max, so that's 12.
Ooh, thank you.
While this is happening, Kuori's just gonna take Sevik and basically hog tie him and throw him over her shoulder.
Seems about right. Yeah.
Like a sack of potatoes.
Sack of potato.
You gonna finish that? Pointing at
She's just staring at you.
Sevik.
This is not something that involves you, so don't worry about it.
I mean, it kind of does a little bit.
Don't worry about it.
I'm just saying, if you're not gonna finish it, I'll finish it for you.
I have things to deal with this one, so not yet. But I'll let you know, thanks.
Sounds good.
Have a very interesting brother, Hart.
Sorry,
No,
sorry, go ahead.
keep going. Heart's just like, yeah, he is. Like,
As all of this is happening and Lydia is casting Cure Wounds on Hart, she's just going to let her mind wander to the mind of Stag and just do a quick detect thoughts, surface level, not pushing, so that he doesn't understand or he doesn't realize she's doing it. And
I will step in here. You're doing a quick like surface level thoughts on him. It's just roaring flames, crackling, roaring flames, snapping twigs and branches, like the falling of trees, smoke. The inside of his mind just seems to be a wildfire.
oh, okay.
You said your home burned down?
Also, he's just got like this like completely wild look in his eyes, just staring off into the middle distance, and like you do like a slow zoom on him and you can hear
Noted. Noted. Lydia will kind of dart her eyes over to Kuori and exchange like a somewhere between intrigued and petrified look with her before like darting her eyes back over to Stag in a subtle to everyone else but not so subtle way to Kuori. And just stay near Kuori.
Kuori's gonna look to Lydia, then look to Stag. Okay, everyone, let's go back to camp. And just start heading off with Lydia. I don't know who those people are that stags, troll, stagger. What do you prefer?
Either or.
Stag, it's easier. Metra, I don't know if the people that he killed were the people that you were looking for, so I'm sorry.
she kind of like raises, you could see her like body just sort of like like raise and fall with a big sigh. She's gonna like trundle her way up that hill, and you see her like look down over the hill and then just sort of like look away, like, yeah, that was them. Mm-hmm. Yep. She just gives Stag like this dagger glare.
He just really actually doesn't notice it at all. because that finger that he held up earlier with the like really interesting looking ring on it, he's kind of like been like looking at them, looking at this ring, and he's like, "Hey, Tenderheart, look at this thing, isn't it neat?" And he's gonna toss it to him.
Hart like fumbles with the finger a little bit and like looking at
Give me a dex check.
Okay. Dex save or just dex check?
Just a dex check.
That's a 7.
Ah, you drop it. Completely goes past you and into the snow.
And Hart's
Well, lose it. It looked pretty.
Hart will turn around and immediately start trying to find it.
All right. You dig through the snow and go to pick it up.
Bring the finger with you. I want to check it out.
Yeah, I definitely go to pick it up.
All right. Do you pick it up by the finger, or
I just
by
like
the
whole
ring?
hand it. Like
Okay.
it is a grabby shape, so obviously I would make the grabbies.
All right. You grab it up out of the snow, turn around, and as you do so, the wind begins to kind of pick up. Any loose snow that's just sort of sitting on top of the dunes. It's not snow dunes. Atop the drifts, starts to pick up as well and just sort of swirl around the whole group. Kuori, you turn around to see that there is literally just a blizzard, like the clouds, like these dark clouds are beginning to like coalesce and pull down towards the earth to where you all are standing.
Hart, give me that finger.
Yeah, Hart will like go to toss Fingy.
As you toss the finger towards Kuori, and like there's like a moment where you kind of scuffle and like try to catch it and get it from him, and the wind is kicking up, snow is going everywhere, clouds are descending on you. There's just suddenly a boom, and everything goes white. As you go completely snowblind, and wind is just roaring past you. At this point, like, it's very cold, it's very windy, and honestly, each one of you can't tell where you're going. It doesn't even feel like there's a ground beneath your feet.
I will stipulate for purposes that I am on my little backpack with Kuori. So
That's fine.
I'm using Sephic's body as like a shield
Mhm.
because he's over her shoulder. So I've like wrapped one of his arms around me for extra safety.
Sure. You reach over to grab Sephic, and you see his eyes flash open, these bright blue, and he is ripped away from you by the wind.
Oh no, I was gonna punch him unconscious again.
So he's like he's just like blown away from like where Kuori is carrying him.
Yep. In fact, you can feel the wind starting to try and pull Lydia out of her her little papoose sort of perch area.
Kuori.
I'll literally put her in my jacket again.
Yep. You are full on getting Wizard of Oz'd, like just like wind blowing, snow just digging into all of the crevices of your equipment and your clothing. It is cold, it is windy, it is like ice just like hitting your face like knives, until finally you are deposited onto an icy ground. Kuori, give me an athletics or acrobatics check.
Can I help give her some assistance by providing counterbalance and like shifting my body where I need to?
You're like 8 pounds and I'm like 800 pounds, girl.
32 pounds. Okay. That's a good counterbalance.
You're like a bunch of grapes. What did you say? Athletics?
Yes, please.
That is a 19.
Okay. That's really good. You land on your feet, just boom, and you hear like a little crunch from the ice underneath you. Looking around, you find yourself in what appears to be a long, snaking kind of canyon. And physically, it doesn't make sense for you to have you felt yourself moving sideways here. You would have had to come out of the wall for you to appear here.
Oh no, my dogs.
And so like kind of looking around, turning in circles. You see Nemetra also deposited onto the floor. She hits the ice hard. And she's like, she kind of shakes her head and like tries to stand up and looks around. It is just you, Nemetra, and Lydia.
Do I see Suffolk anywhere?
Nope.
Well, wherever he is, he's Hawkeye, so it'll take him a hot second.
Oh, that would
Shit.
suck.
I'm assuming I didn't catch the finger with the ring.
You know what? Give me a dex check.
Okay. Well,
It'll be interesting to see where that ended up.
I am gonna use. No, I don't. That's over there. I was gonna use my. Oh, I can't read that. Dex check.
Yes,
Or
please.
So just add my dex modifier. 19
Yeah.
again because I rolled an 18 as +1.
Oh my gosh, Kuori.
I know.
Yes, you caught the ring. And the
Okay.
finger.
I'll put it in my pocket. But it's one of like those zipper pockets so things don't like fall.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Like
makes
inner
sense.
zipper pockets.
So it doesn't get ripped out of your arms in the middle of
Yeah.
a impromptu blizzard tornado.
She's practical. She's got those inner pockets. Just put them
Oh
there.
yeah, I love
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
Good place for gloves.
Yeah, keeps them warm.
Yes.
Would I be able to make like an investigation check or something to see where we are, or is it just ice? You said like a canyon, right?
Yeah, you're basically sandwiched in between two icy walls, and then there's like a path kind of snaking through a sort of canyon situation.
Do I? Am I like
Nemetra-
at the
Nemet-
end of the canyon, like a wall behind me, or is it a path going both ways?
It's a path going both ways. It's like you're in the middle of it.
Mm-hmm.
And Nemetra kind of stands up, and she says, "I'd heard of this. They were supposed to have a ring to teleport them back to their home."
Well, fuck. Where the fuck are the rest? Shit.
Looks around and kind of shrugs.
We need to get back to where we were. Hart's there. We really have to talk about his brother. There is something not right about that boy.
You think?
I don't want to get into it right this second. We have much more pressing matters, but
That
we
was
also
sarcasm. I'm sorry. I know the face kind of.
no. I also worry about Hart and the dogs and Suffolk. What if Suffolk wakes up and goes after Hart? What if Suffolk wakes up and comes after us?
We'll figure it out. Fucking hell. Pick a direction and we'll walk towards it. Can I make like an investigate? Can I see anything at the end of each path, or is it just like canyon?
It's like one way, it like goes around a corner, and the other way goes around another corner.
Shit. I don't have any spells.
I am tapped out of my magic as well. Otherwise, I would have some things I could do, but
I'll pick odds or even, Liz.
even.
Right or left?
Right.
Left it is. We're going left. I don't know. If I'm should go one way. I don't know.
Right.
It's all imaginary. It doesn't matter.
You're basically gonna wind up going whichever direction I decide you go.
Exactly.
Exactly. That's why mazes don't work in Theater of the Mind.
Yeah.
Quack. Unless I guess you could like roll and be all like, yes, you roll for the right direction.
It would, yeah, it only works if you have an actual maze. Like,
Or if you have
in
one
front of
player
you.
who's very dedicated and litigious in the drawing of their maze, and even then, it's not a fun time.
Yeah, and like, it's like, and technically you wouldn't be able to see top down, and mazes are hard to pull off in D&D, I gotta say. Oh well. That's why this one only goes 2 ways. You start walking, and you notice that there are multiple footprints in the snow.
Okay.
And like, looking down, you can see that they are human footprints, like feet on snow, 5 toes, sometimes less than that. But yes, definitely human footprints in the snow without shoes.
Okay. I will follow the footprints.
Oh, they go both directions.
Shit.
But the point being, this is a well-trafficked area, it seems.
Well, I'll keep going whatever direction we're going.
Cool. At some point, as you're walking along, you can hear the wind kind of whistling through the canyon above you. As you're walking along, eventually one of the walls sort of falls away, and reveals a drop down to your right. And looking up, you can see that the pathway that you're walking kind of clings onto a canyon face. And that canyon face winds its way up to what appears to be a cave of some sort. And looking at the cave in particular, it actually has a very distinct shape to it. It's got stalagmites and stalactites hanging around it that give it a very tooth-like visage. And then there are 2 indents above that kind of makes it look like a face of some sort. And if you turn your head just the right way, it looks like a snarling bear.
Do I know of this cave?
Oh, give me a history check.
I was gonna say probably not the best, but I remember my fighter's a nerd.
Mm-hmm.
But I did roll a 6, so that is a 11 though. So hey,
11
don't-
isn't bad. People discount lower like teen rolls, but like 10 or around 10ish is supposed to be average, and I
Mhm.
feel like this is fairly average knowledge. You know that there is a tribe of ragged nomads called the Tribe of the Bear, and it's pretty
Tribe of the Bear, Bear Cave.
bear cave. Yeah,
I can
like
connect the dots.
connect the dots exactly. And conveniently enough, you do have someone here who appears to be knowledgeable about these things. You're looking at that. You go click Tribe of the Bear, and Nemetra walks up and helpfully says, "The cave of the Tribe of the Bear."
Well, I guess we got to where you were going.
Yes, it is where I was going.
Yeah, I kind of have to go back. Question. I know we kind of just got teleported, like magically, whatever. What do you know of the Tribe of the Bear? What are they?
What do I know?
Yes.
Well, ragged nomads means they live off of the land. They typically tend to travel, but this is a place that they like to settle from time to time. For the most part, they follow elk herds wherever they happen to be going. That's their source of food. But hopefully, for me, the Tribe of the Bear isn't the current occupants of this cave. I'm kind of looking for someone else.
Who?
An offshoot. They've begun worshipping Oral.
How do you know they won't sacrifice you as well?
She kind of shrugs. I'm running out of places to go.
True.
And if Oral really wants me that badly, then she can have me.
Then we shall leave you to it then.
She nods, and she starts taking a few steps towards the cave. Meanwhile, let's cut to our very good friends, Hart and Stag.
Just two bros hanging out, being bros.
Yay.
Two crows in a hot tub.
Oh, it's the opposite of a hot tub. It's actually very cold. Freezing, you might even say.
Oh.
Give me a dex check, the both of you.
I'm not going to roll that dice. It's betrayed me too many times tonight.
13.
Natural 20.
Oh my god.
That was worth swapping dice.
That's amazing. All right. So both of you land on your feet. However, Stag, you land very near to a what appears to be a like a trench in the ground. And like you look down, you can't really see the bottom. It's so far down. It's really dark down there. And you kind of like are windmilling your arms, trying not to fall. And you're not going to fall, but Hart is able to reach out and grab you and pull you back before you actually do.
He's gonna act like he is going to fall. He's like, oh, here I go. This is it. Waiting for like Hart to save him, and he's like, I'm just messing.
And Hart, I think he'll laugh as he pulls you in and just, it's good to see you. I mean, not necessarily under these circumstances, because I don't know what happened or where the others are, but regardless, it's at least nice to see a friendly face.
Thanks. It's really good to see you too, man. You've been gone for so long, and I thought everybody else was dead, and now that they're not, this is great.
Wait,
We
so
get to hang out again.
no, everyone's not dead?
No, I mean everyone pretty much dead.
Wait, pretty
Pretty
much dead or actually dead? There's a big distinction
I didn't
between
see.
Stag. Come on. You can't do that to me.
Listen, I was in the forest with Rosewind, showing her my prowess, and then like the forest caught on
Yeah.
fire, and I ran away, and then suddenly I wasn't really me anymore, and then Rosewind came to me again, but it wasn't actually Rosewind this time. It was like a spirit, so I'm pretty sure she's dead. And I haven't seen Stone Point at all either, so probably dead.
I think he has survived this many winters. I think that he's probably just out there as an affront to nature.
Probably just glaring it down like this.
Just like he always does. But what happened? How did a fire start? Did hunters come?
I didn't see any hunters. It just kind of fire.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
No, it's really bad.
Well, we should still focus on finding the others.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
You're going to love them. Well, Lydia, she's really nice if you get to know her. We had a situation where it might not have necessarily been her, but we figured that part out. But Kuori, she's like really strong and she knows how to use like weapons and magic and stuff, and it's really cool. And what is that on your hip? Where did you get that?
Oh, I found it somewhere and just whoosh, whoosh, I don't know what it actually is. I just know what sound it makes when it stabs somebody.
What?
It's like a kind of sound.
Ew.
Yeah.
For those of us who don't come from the forest, can you tell me what you have on your hip?
I have a scimitar. Just a lot of the druid weapons, most of them, they like specifically say you don't use metal weapons, but it's got like probably a bone hilt and something like that. But
It's Scrimshaw.
yeah, that's it, Scrimshaw.
That's fucking badass. Okay. Sorry, I just had a thought. Like the idea of wielding a scimitar made out of your own antlers.
That'd
That's
be
not-
cool. That'd be cool as well.
That'd be really cool.
It'd be badass. Not practical, but really badass. As you sort of finish your interaction, you look around. You seem to be in an ice cave of some sort. Like I said, there is a trench a few feet away from you. But looking around, you do appear to be in an ice cave. There is an opening opposite that trench, and as you head towards it, Hart, Troll Stagger kind of smells like smoke, like a fire does. But as you're walking through this cave, you get the scent of another smell, and it's one that I think turns your stomach a little bit. And you look down, you see that there are trenches kind of dug into the ice of the floor. And into these trenches, there appears to have been snow just sort of shoveled into it. And in that snow, just sort of laid out very neatly, are just flanks and hunks of meat and steak. They appear to have been like laid out in a way to preserve them in the cold. But like, I imagine this is very grisly for you.
Hart's been in a tavern. It's basically the same thing. At least this meat isn't being cooked and seasoned.
Speaking of cooked and seasoned, Stag is gonna pick up on the meat, and he's like, "Oh, this stuff is great. Have you this guy introduced me to meat the other day?" And he produces flame in his hand and like takes out a bit and just like starts cooking. Like, listen to that sizzle.
No. Stone Point said that we weren't ever supposed to eat meat.
Yeah, but I got introduced. It just tastes really good.
No.
Oh, okay.
What? Stagger, you're not supposed to eat that.
Supposed to, or like why?
Because it'll make you no better than the hunters and no better than the wolves.
Well, I mean, so what? Oh, come here. Don't give me that look.
Hart's just gonna kind of like let himself get hugged on this one, but like, that's a step really fucking far for him, man.
He's still holding like that cooked hunk.
Oh
of
yeah,
meat.
no, like Troll Stagger's like giving him a hug, but like still like cooking it on the back end to like get ready.
That's so awful. Oh. Okay. Stagger gets himself a good old snack.
We don't know where it's been.
Shrug.
Right here, apparently.
And as you say, you don't know where it's been. You get hit with the smell of blood flowing over snow. And you look ahead of you, and the tunnel that you've been walking through opens up into another cave lit by a torch. And you see in front of you just rows and rows of animals that have been hung up on hooks set into the ice wall. And they've just been flayed and butchered and left to bleed out. And like among these animals, like there's a few elk, but among these animals is a snowy owlbear, and busy like hacking into this and butchering and preparing the meat of this snowy owlbear. You see that there is a figure, very scantily clad. There is, wherever you can bear skin, in a PG-13 way. It has been bared, and this person turns around. You can see that they've got like long, shaggy hair coming off of their face and head, and their limbs, like all of them, are just blackened with frostbite, like on up their legs, up their arms. They're missing several fingers and toes, and they turn around. You can see that they're missing an entire nose, and they've just got this wild look in their eye, and they just point at you with their butcher knife, and they go, "Ah!"
I throw my produce flame at him.
All right, we're gonna cut back to the other guys.
Hart screams, "You shoot first."
Would that screams resound somewhere outside of the cave that I'm looking at?
Yeah, do we hear any screaming or smell any cooking meat?
We'll get to that. As you approach this cave, you can look in and see that there are like footprints that come and go from the cave. Give me a survival check.
14.
14. I think with a 14, you can tell that at least 4 people have come and gone from this cave recently. The tracks are fresh enough for that.
Okay. Because we don't know where we are, like Kuori will suggest continuing with Nemetra to find whatever people are here. Maybe they can like guide them out.
Mm-hmm.
Lydia will be keeping an eye out specifically for the familiar tracks of the 2 hoof marks, which she now understands to be Stag's footprints, because that is very distinct. So she is
I forgot he had hoofies.
peeled for some hoofs,
Yeah.
if it behooves you to keep that in mind.
Of course.
Shut up.
As you move into the cave, you come to a clear, opening, clearing, a larger sort of room, I suppose. And at the other end of the room, you can see the bars of 2 jail cells, it seems to be.
Are they occupied jail cells?
You can't really tell from here, but there are 2 other exits, one to the right and one to the left. Looking into the jail cells, you can see that there is like some strewn hay in there, and also some like strange sky blue smooth things. It's hard to tell what it looks like from over here.
Kuori, maybe we should try and be a little sneaky as we go in, but I think we should check out.
They look at themselves and their 8-foot-tall giant Goliath self. I can try.
You can, and Lydia will reach over from her little backpack and just poke Kuori right in the center of the forehead and cast guidance before she hops down and goes into sneaky Lydia mode and starts creeping stealthily towards the
try to creep too.
Jail cells.
Right. You approach. You can see that the padlocks that once held these cells closed are kind of old and rusted, and they've actually been removed and discarded kind of off to the side. You can see inside the jail cells there are also chains that are attached at the wall, but likewise they are open and rusty, discarded on the floor. And amongst the hay, you see very clearly what used to be about the size of your head, broken eggshells. This sky blue kind of color to the shell. But in each one of the cells, they have enough shell to kind of to form 2 separate eggs that seem to be kept in each one of these cells.
Can I do like a nature check to see what kind of animal this would have come from?
Absolutely.
With a natural 1, I'm just like, yeah, those are eggs.
Oof. Hate to see it. Yeah, those are eggs. They were big though.
Do any of you know where those eggs would have come from? They're pretty big. They're as big as my head, and that's saying something.
I can try and take a look and see if I would know. Is it a nature check or an arcana check?
Nature.
17 total.
That's very good. You get a good look at them. I would say that in order to fully examine them, you're going to have to get hands on them.
Mage hand, anyone?
I will creep into the cell and look at the eggshells.
Give me a stealth check.
Cast guidance on myself. Oh, that's really good. Oh, I got D4. Wait, is guidance advantage or D4? It's a D4, right?
It's a D4. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, that's really, 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 really good. 26 total.
That's fucking amazing. All right. You are able to you go to open it and it starts to go and you're all like, that's gonna make some sounds. And you are able to like very quickly just kind of like pull it so that it doesn't like, you know how like you've got a door that like is squeaky and if you pull it slowly it goes like if you pull it a little bit faster it'll like not make any sound because it's just kind of gliding too fast for it to squeak. Anyway, you do one of those things and you're able to open it up just enough for you to be able to creep in there. You get in and you pick up one of these eggshells. You realize this thing is as big as you are. And it occurs to you.
I'm sorry, what now?
It's as big as you are. Like the stuff that was sticking out of the hay, like, you know, like about as big as your head, but you like go to pick it up and it's like, and then you jerk it one more time and it comes up out of the hay and it's like holding like a tower shield, but for yourself. Like it's halfling sized is what I'm saying, or gnome sized as it were. And it occurs to you, the only creature that you can think of that would be this size just when it's born would be a dragon.
I think we should go. I think that we should go right now. I think that we should go quickly and quietly, because these are dragon eggs. And
as you're saying that, Lydia, you hear from deeper in the cave, ah!
Ah!
And I think we should go that direction because I've heard Hart scream before, and
I think that's Hart.
I'd recognize that scream anywhere, even
Pick
in my
up
short
Lydia.
time of knowing him. She'll
Pick up Lydia and then do like the big Goliath steps running.
I'd like to think that Lydia would start running out of the padlocked cage, and Kuori would see this and bend down just for a second as Lydia like climbs up her back onto the little pouch and like starts running.
Oh my god.
Steppies.
All right, and you start running in that direction. I think it's a little bit early for tonight, but I think we're gonna go on our break, and then when we come back, we're gonna roll into some initiative.
Hell yeah! So we are gonna try and be back in 5 to 10 minutes. So don't go no place unless it's to grab a food, grab a drink, grab a friend, or possibly go to indooradventure.redbubble.com. Pick yourself up something nice, and we'll see you guys shortly. All right, everybody. See you soon. And we're back. Hello, everyone. Wings, take us away.
All right. When we last left off, our good friends Kuori and Lydia had heard a scream from deeper in the cave after confirming that the eggshells they found in the cells were in fact dragon eggshells. But before they could get the hell out of there, they heard their good buddy Hart was in danger, so they went running off in that direction. Stag, there's a guy in front of you. And he looks like you might want to tussle. That sounds like fun. But you start to hear a crackling of fire from within. And one of the corpses near you begins to smolder. And it sort of twists and cracks bones to move ahead to face you. And it opens its mouth, and you can see glowing embers from inside, and smoke sort of pours out of all of its orifices. Its eyes are just glowing a dull orange glow. And it says to you in your mother's voice, avenge us, kill them all. And you know that she's referring to that guy with the butcher's knife over there. Meanwhile, Hart, you don't see anything different aside from the guy pointing at you and yelling. So we're all going to roll into initiative here.
Oh, here I go. Kill it again.
17 total for Lydia.
15 for Kuori.
13 for Hart.
21. Sorry, I'll let you.
Alrighty. It's going to take you guys about a round to run in here. Kuori and Lydia. But after the first round, you will be appearing on the scene and ready to assist your good buddy, Hart. And speaking of Hart, you're actually at the top of the round.
With a 13?
You mean Stag?
Did I put... I put 21 as Stag. It's 13 for Hart and 21 for
It's
Stag.
all right. Our mom confused us all the time as well. It helped when I lost an eye. Like, that was an easier way to distinguish between the two, but... Oh, LB, thank you so much for the raid.
Hello and welcome.
Thanks.
Nice.
We are in initiative. Stag, you are at the top of the round.
Like I said, I already had for cooking the meat. I'm just going to toss it at the guy for a 24 to hit.
24 definitely hits.
All right. Produce 1d8. 5 fire damage.
Okay, 5 fire damage. Anything else for you, my friend?
Heart. Are you like feeling hurt?
I have so few spell slots left. And I have been feeling pretty meh going into this fight. You healed me most of my health earlier, and then we got blizzarded. So, like, I'm playing support role. I'm in the back. I was on the bench.
You can be benched, and I'm going to put my heal. I'm going to cast Healing Spirit as my bonus action, and it will manifest as Rosewind, the deer standing right next to you. And when you start your turn next to my Healing Spirit, let's see, call forth a nature spirit to soothe wounded. Until the spell ends, whenever you or a creature you can see moves into the spirit's space for the first time on their turn, and it starts its turn there, you can cause spirit to restore 1d6 healing, 1d6 hit points. So a nice little top up that I'll be able to move around during the battle. And that'll be, and then at the end of my turn, I'm going to run at that guy.
Hart, there is a smoldering floral scent. And suddenly you see a doe comprised completely of this orange light. And these little motes of flame are just kind of surrounding her. And I'll even say that like there's like maybe some ashes falling, kind of like sakura blossoms. Yeah. All right. So Stag charges that guy. Lydia and Kuori on their turns are going to be running into the cave. This motherfucker raises his like butcher cleaver and he starts screaming in a way that does not sound okay. He doesn't sound like he's all right at all. But he is going to, and as he raises that cleaver, and it kind of like takes the shine of the light, Hart, you can see that it's comprised of that black sort of crystalline stone that Kuori keeps on warning you about. And he is going to try and get Stag with that quite a few times, because this guy has got multi-attack out the wazoo. 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
It's too
All right,
high.
that'll be 7 slashing damage. 24 to hit again. Yeah, okay, 7 slashing damage. And 22 to hit. 11 slashing damage.
Ow, that hurts a lot.
Yeah, it does. These guys are scary. And give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh dear.
What?
Times 2.
For what exactly?
For what? For getting hit
Oh.
by this attack. What are you? What?
Okay, well, I also have to do saving throws for my concentration on the healing spirit. Which
Oh, sure. So start with concentration.
You took 7, 7, and 11, so you just need to make it over 10 each time.
The good news is he did this recklessly, so all attacks are going to be at advantage against him.
Sorry, I just got sent a little bit. I was like, wait, Stag did this recklessly? Looks over at layout. No, the creature. Okay.
Yeah. This fella.
You said a Constitution saving throw.
Yes, please. Did you make your? You made
That's
your.
Yeah, I made all of my concentration saves, and that's a 22 for. Sorry, a nat 20 for a 22 on my Constitution saving throw.
That's great. Now do it twice more for the other attacks.
Two 14s.
2 14s. Those are going to be enough. Stag, you take it like a champ. This guy is fighting like he has nothing to lose. Hart, it is your turn.
Snap my
Hart
fingers.
is going to rush
You want
up.
D6 of healing?
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Boop-a-doo-doo. Super fresh. Let's see it. Ah, full 6.
Hell
What's
yes.
good? And I think that Hart looks over to like this fiery doe, and he just says, "Is it really you?"
She like bats her eyelashes and she opens her mouth to speak to you, and you just hear like the keening cry of a deer, that of which you do not understand.
And I think Hart, like, he just sort of like gets a little sad at this, but then like shakes his head. Now is not the time. He is going to rush forward, and behind his brother, he is going to use a first level spell slot to cast a Cure Wounds into Troll Stagger for the minimum of 4.
He's been a little bit distracted.
Yep,
That
just
might keep me alive.
just a wee bittens. And then he's going to like brace his quarterstaff in 2 hands. Just like get ready, like while he's behind Troll Stagger, just like, if you come for me, like back up. Best back the fuck up. I got a stick. I'll use it.
Stagger, your brother just came up behind you and gave you a little bit of healing, and now it is your turn.
Awesome. Cool. I think it is a bonus action. I can make my healing spirit come towards me. Please do. And I'm going to have that heal me for another d6. For the maximum of 6. And then I'm going to Primal Savagery at this guy.
Remember to do so at advantage.
How is it? 20 to hit?
Totally hits. Absolutely.
That's only 5 acid damage.
Okay. Still, that's damage.
What does your
That's
primal
damage,
savagery
baby.
look like?
Oh yeah. So when he doesn't even go for the scimitar when he attacks. His nails get just a little bit longer. His teeth turn into more like canine teeth, and he just starts ripping at this guy, just like a wolf, essentially.
And that was only for 5? Okay.
5 acid damage.
Awesome. Lydia, you come around. Okay, first of all, oh, you know what? I should have said this. During your previous round, while you were running in, you run into a room that has this enormous brazier in which is burning this blue flame that is. Yes, it's very large. Like it's large enough that like a large humanoid could probably lay down in it like fairly easily. But that's not where you're going.
Just at a quick glance, does it look like something like a sacrificial pyre or funeral pyre?
At a quick glance, it looks like it's made out of like this black crystalline stone.
Mm-hmm.
Back.
It doesn't have like stairs or anything to like, get up in there and like, jump in. It looks more like an Olympic flame. It's ritualistic, but it doesn't necessarily. It was probably a poor description to say that somebody could lay down in it if they wanted to.
It's just very large.
It doesn't look like that's its purpose. It's just large.
All right, noted. Continue.
You run towards the sound of battle, and you come around the corner to find what appears to be an impromptu slaughterhouse. And Hart and Stag are in melee with this guy who's missing several fingers and also his nose.
For flavor, how close together are the sides of, for lack of better term, meat, like the beef sides? Are they like stacked in a column of 2s? Are they all against a wall?
They're all against a wall.
Dang it! I was hoping they were in columns of 2s.
If it's cooler this way, then yes, they are in 2s.
So Lydia, out of spell slots, out of patience, and out of range, is going to use Kuori's momentum, and as they get closer to the slabs of meat, she is going to run up the rest of Kuori's back, use her shoulders as a jumping pad, and then she wants to kick jump across the sides of beef, like zigzag, to land directly in front of this crazed man with a cleaver. And then she is going to, in an uncharacteristically for this new Lydia, very angry, tired way, just whap him upside the head with her mace. Because I am out of everything except one more cure wounds, which I am saving.
Are you full health, by the way?
I'm very, very, very close to full health. I'm only 6 hit points down, so.
Okay, because you'll be moving close enough to my healing spirit to take that HP, unless Kuori wants to take it on their turn.
I'll leave it for Kuori, because I'll actually be the tank this battle, it seems. Lydia is just determined to get this over with. She would like to rest. Oh, I turned on voice to text accidentally on my phone. Sorry, chat. I just typed out everything I said. So this is an advantage, correct? Ooh, that's a natural 20.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is why advantage matters. Okay. And then my mace. I never used my mace. Sorry for the delay here. My D&D Beyond froze. Okay. So that's 23 total. Does that hit?
Yeah.
Okay. For 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And then she's just going to angrily stand there and position herself, if she can, in front of Hart as much as possible.
Okay.
That's my turn. Ran over some beef, smacked a guy with a mace. I'm very tired.
Alrighty. Kuori, you have also seen this flame. Now that we get to you, you feel a strange connection with this flame. And as you're running past it, the smoke that is curling off of it briefly takes the form of a woman, and then it continues to blow.
Okay. Her friends are what's most important, so it's like they'll put a pin on it. It's like, once this guy's dead, I'm gonna look into that, because that's fucked up, guys. So I think as they pass through it, they kind of run behind Lydia. When Lydia did the little shoulders up, they did like a little bump to like give them momentum. And so they run after Lydia, and as they're running, they will produce a fire in their hands. It's this almost the same white fire that they had, but then it like a flick or two, it matches the blue fire of the brazier, and without even noticing, they'll throw out a firebolt at this man.
All right.
I shit you not, a natural 20.
Fucking yes.
Womp, womp, womp.
Oh, I love that.
Out of any fight, though, this is the fight we needed in, to be honest.
Blue
I'm
flag.
I'm out of like spell slots. I know I'm mostly a fighter, but like I only have one hit with my sword, and I feel like I'll rather use my spell slots. But I have my cantrips. Fuck, what's a D10 look like?
It looks like one of these.
Thank you. My
It's the one
brain
with 10
couldn't
numbers.
comprehend it.
It's like a more well-rounded D8.
Do you want to double what I roll, or to roll separately?
Oh, mine should have been. I just realized mine was a crit.
Oh yeah. Go ahead and roll the
Yeah.
you double your damage dice.
Double
is
my
what you do.
damage die?
You
Okay.
roll more
Yes.
click-clack.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
mine would have been 9 damage.
Okay. 9 additional damage?
No, sorry.
9 damage total.
5. Yeah.
17 fire damage.
Holy shit. Kuori?
I rolled an 8 and a 9.
All right, cool. Awesome. Love it. Great. Wonderful.
Oh, hey Corey, did you want? Oh wait, you didn't get within.
Yeah, I did. I got within you because I ran after Lydia.
Okay.
I would like the health. Yes.
All right, go ahead and roll a d6 of health. The
Four.
keening of a dough noise.
So it's
the
4
the
what
way
I
that
get.
The way that it looks when Rosewind heals people is that she gives them like a little deer kiss. Like she like reaches out and like just touches her nose to them.
She'll accept it.
Mid battle too.
Mm-hmm.
Little 4.
Ah,
Nose boop for 4 HP.
Nose boop for 4 HP. She's one of those things where like she's the calm during the storm. Like everything that she does is in slow motion, and like she just moves very gracefully and gently. And meanwhile, there's just like clashing swords, people screaming, fire roaring, that kind of stuff.
Maybe at times the flame that kind of that leaves off, or like petals kind of like touch the person if they're too far away.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Cute. That's me.
Excellent. I love it. Awesome. This guy, he's got kind of, he seems to be enjoying the fight. Like the more people who show up, it's all like, aha, more people to kill. And like as he's taking damage, like it's clearly hurting him, but like he doesn't seem concerned about it. But when that flame like strikes him in the back from Kuori, there's like, he kind of like cocks his head like, that was different. And he turns around and he just sort of looks at you, and he's all like, the look in his eyes is still wild and crazed, but it's a little bit more confused than it was before. I'm gonna roll for him. Oh, he got a nat 1. That's unfortunate for him. He does not take a turn this time around. He just kind of like, he like looks past you, Kuori, at the flames, and he starts speaking in a different language, something that sounds kind of worshipful, but he is just going to babble madly on his turn. Hart, it is your turn.
And his babbling wouldn't be common, druidic, elvish, or sylvan, would it?
Let me see. What is his language? Any one language, which is usually common. Honestly, well, it means I have to role play him. Oh well, okay.
Unless just choose Dwarvish. It's established. None of us know Dwarvish. It's one of those like, God damn it!
Cast comprehend languages.
Not mid-combat. It's fine.
I have no spell slot. It's fine.
He's basically saying things like everything to you, my goddess. Like my hand, my flesh, my bone, my everything. Like he's basically openly worshiping Oral.
Yucky. I think that on Hart's turn, because he's still standing behind Troll Stagger, Hart is going to... he's going to reach into his pocket and he's going to pull out his starry map. And he is going to say, I know you can't help me like you normally do, but I still need your assistance. And he is going to put his hand onto the map, and as he pulls back, because it is like an ink drawing of a starry sky, three of the stars from the drawing just apparate from out of the map, and Hart is going to kind of like make a twisting motion and then push forward with a magic missile at first level and use my last spell slot. So... alrighty, let's see it. 1, 2, 3. Roll those. That would be a total of 9.
All right.
9 points of force.
Stag, from your perspective, Hart has just basically pulled a star off of his sky map and tossed it at this guy. When he does so, there's a moment where you kind of flash back to that night when the forest burned down, and you hear that rumble, that thum, the ground shaking, the birds flying off of the trees, and then it fast forwards to that moment as you're running through the flames, trying not to, breathe in too much smoke. And then you like come back to the moment that you are in now, surrounded by all of Hart's friends and this man in front of you. However, now all of the creatures that still have faces are turned towards you with their burning eyes, and each of them are just whispering to you, Skyfire, Skyfire, Skyfire.
His eyes are just like wide and just wild as he's trying to process this information.
And now it's your turn.
Great. Cool. This is awesome.
Do we hear this, by the way, or is this just a stag hearing this?
No.
Okay, just double check. I'm standing right there, right in between Hart and Stag, so just wanted to double. Okay.
Yeah, no, you're just in a slaughterhouse, and Stag is going ape shit.
Actually, he is going to just start chanting along, Skyfire, Skyfire. And bonus action, I'm gonna have my healing spirit do a quick like trot around in a loop and then land on me and give me another d6 of healing, and then I'll go primal savagery on this guy. It's not an advantage anymore. No.
No more advantage because he did not attack.
Jeez. So that's a nat 20.
I'm sorry. That was 3 nat 20s in a row. Skyfire indeed. Please roll me some damage.
It seems this man has made a critical error in attacking us.
I see what you did there.
Acid damage.
19 acid damage. Owie. Ouch. Did not enjoy. Okay.
And I'm going to take 1 healing, and that's going to be my turn.
Awesome. Lydia, it is your turn.
Also, after this last pass from the spectral rosewind, she's going to kind of dissipate into mist, or I guess into steam or something like that.
She like one by one like turns like her whole body, like it starts like at her tail, I'll say, ashes her body turns into. It just sort of like crawls forward, and she turns to ash, and then the ash blows away.
Oh boy, these dear boys need therapy after this, I swear.
I don't feel so good, Troll Stagger.
Lydia is just gonna look at this crazed man, and then turn and face the enemy, and whack him with her mace again. Not at advantage this time. Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit.
Okay. Ooh, 7 points of damage.
Awesome.
And again, she's going to try and position herself so that should he look to attack, like she's going to puff herself up a little bit and try to look tall for her 3'4", and just try to like make herself look as juicy a target as anyone else, as she knows she's the least hurt. And that will be my turn.
Okay. Kuori, on your turn.
On her turn, I think they will take out their they will flick their hand and their sword will appear almost in like a burst of the same blue fire as that's burning in this cavern, and they go to strike, but I think again that same blue fire jettisons out of the sword instead, and without meaning to, they cast another firebolt. So let's see if that'll hit. 14.
14 hits.
Oh, right, because you said they're scantily clad.
Yep. No armor to speak of.
God, I can't read these dice. 6 points of fire damage as they go to strike with their sword, but blue fire comes out and strikes at them instead.
Alrighty. Anything else for you?
That's all I got, baby. Level 4.
All right. Are you adjacent to him, or you're like a little bit away from him?
I would say pretty adjacent if they went to strike at them with the sword.
Cool. As he takes more damage, you can see him start to laugh, and like even as his like body is like racked with fire and steel, he laughs in your faces and basically says, "You can't kill me in a way that matters. I am blessed by the kiss of the Frostmaiden.
Bitch, me too.
It bolsters me even as it burns me. And then he laughs. Yeah, like that. He's going to attack Lydia, Stag, and Kuori, each of you. Recklessly, of course, because why would he do it any other way? Natural 20 on Stag for 11 slashing damage. This one's for Lydia. Dirty 20 on Lydia for 7 slashing damage. And this one is for Kuori, a 22 for 10 slashing damage. I need everybody to make me Constitution saving throws. Let me know if you get less than 13.
I'm sure that
I did.
20
11.
hits. You just said it was 7 damage, sorry?
Yes.
Okay. And then
17 for that Constitution saving throw from Kuori.
Awesome. As this blade bites into you, Stag, you feel a sickness kind of overtake you. Sort of purpley black veins begin to spiderweb from the wound, and you are poisoned until the end of your next turn. All right. I think that's it for him.
I got a 16, by the way. Did that make the save?
You're good. Yeah, that makes it. He laughs and slashes, and that's him. Hart, it's your turn.
Hart has he has his quarterstaff. He's just gonna poke. Or actually, I think he's going to reach from his starry map again and use the create bonfire cantrip, but I'm going to have the bonfire erupt underneath the yelling man. So they need to make a dexterity 13 saving throw.
I'm sure he loves that. All right, 17.
Okay, so 17, that succeeds, and he takes nothing.
Because it's a cantrip.
Yes.
Woo!
But the bonfire just stays there.
That is true.
Yeah, so a creature must also make the saving throw when it moves into the bonfire for the first time, or it ends its turn there. So it's just sort of like underneath him, and Hart is hoping for the best.
All right, cool. Stag, it is your turn.
What does poison to do again?
Disadvantage on attacks and skill checks. And since he attacked recklessly, basically you're going to be rolling flat.
Yeah. All right. Well, he is standing right in front of me, and I'm still chanting Skyfire. So I'm going to cast Burning Hands. I'm assuming I can cast it in such a way that I do not catch any of my allies in the 15-foot cone.
Yeah, I think you could. You're probably going to wind up catching one of those corpses hanging on fire. But, yeah.
Okay, that's fine with me. He needs to make a dex saving throw, please.
Oh, he loves these. 15.
That makes it.
But he'll take half of that damage, yeah?
Yeah, so half of 14, so 7 fire damage.
Alrighty. Is that it for you, Stag?
Yes,
Then Lydia,
that's everything.
it's your turn.
Lydia will be holding her mace very heavily and huffing a little bit as she's very tired. And you see her sort of click the mace behind her back into its holder very quickly, reach into her pocket and bring out a tiny brass bell And for the rest of the party, they're familiar with the sound. But for Stag, instead of what you expect to hear when a small bell chimes, what you hear is actually the wailing and creaking of an old ship at sea. And she will cast Toll the Dead. So I need our crazed man to please make a wisdom saving throw.
Which crazed man?
The one that we are currently attacking.
14.
14 just makes it. Nothing happens. Lydia is sad, and that's her turn.
Okay. Kuori, it's your turn.
I know this guy looks horrible already, like since we started. But
He has taken enough damage to kill a man. And still somehow he is on his feet. And he seems real smug about it too. You want to give me an Arcana check about it?
Yeah, I'm gonna Arcana check you about it. Natural 20, baby.
Oh my god. He is being supernaturally bolstered by something. Probably that flame he keeps on screaming about. In fact, he is shouting at the ceiling. You cannot kill me, not as long as the flame of Oral burns still.
Okay. How big is this flame, you said?
It's 5x5, maybe.
5x5. Like how much snow would I have to throw on it to get it to stop burning?
To get it to stop burning, that's a good question. You got a natural 20 on that there Arcana, yeah?
Yeah, that's correct.
You reckon you could probably get it to go out, but not permanently.
That's fair. I'm just.
You
gonna...
also reckon that snow's probably not going to be the way to do it.
Fire? I got a natural 20. Please tell me the answer.
You did get a natural 20. Running past that thing, it did not emit any heat.
Okay.
In fact, it felt quite the opposite. The deeper you went into this cave, the colder it felt.
Mm-hmm. So I think Kuori noticed her flame being that same blue. So she's going to concentrate she's gonna concentrate a lot on her
You know who doesn't have a blue flame?
Hey, Stag.
As he's, losing his goddamn mind.
Hey, dear boys. Y'all got fire to throw at that? You're muted.
You literally just saw Hart cast a create bonfire.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I was spaced out at that moment.
There was a lot going on. There was an almost naked man in an ice cave trying to attack us with a cleaver.
That's fine.
Both Hart and Stag have been using fire spells for the past.
Boy, it's almost midnight here. Listen.
I totally get you.
Kuori's going to actually turn around, and scream at the dear brothers, and just scream fire and point at it, like throw fire at it. She's going to scream throw fire at it.
To clarify, the cauldron's in the room behind us, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you can see it from here.
Yeah. So she's just gonna scream at them while not in like a I'm scared, but in more of a loud, commanding tone. So we yell and scream, throw fire at it as she points to the cauldron of blue flame. And would that take my entire action?
No, just to yell at your friends. No, not
Okay,
necessarily.
so I'm gonna turn, yell at my friends, and then in one swift movement, as I'm turning, just strike at this man with my sword.
I was gonna let this pass, but I know how dumb these boys are. She just pointed at a brazier of fire and yelled, "Fire!" Like,
I yelled, "Throw fire at it!" Though I was very specific about it for that same reason.
Don't worry, my turn comes up soon. I'll yell some more.
Let me-
Stag and Hart, both of you give me insight checks.
please.
Insight, you say. To shreds, you say. It's a 17.
8.
Okay. Stag, she's identified a fire. However, Hart, you've been traveling with Kuori for a while now. You are able to infer that she means for you to put fire on that.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
To hit would be a 16.
16?
Yes.
All right. Yeah, that definitely hits. Let me see some damage.
8.
8.
Slashing. I
Awesome.
think. It's a sword.
You come at him with your sword, and it goes straight through him. And he doesn't miss a beat. He just keeps on laughing. And he turns and looks at you, and you can see that his eyes are glowing with the same blue fire that's glowing in that brazier. Brazier, god damn it. Knights in the courtyard.
A brazier, you say.
I'm doing my best.
I do the same thing. Pretty sure I said a brazier earlier.
He turns around. He's laughing. He's got glowing like blue lights in his eyes. By all means, he should be dead now, and yet he lives. Anything else for you, Kuori?
That's it. As I stare there with my sword in this man's torso.
All right. He's gonna turn around. He's gonna give Kuori an attack. He's gonna do 2 for Kuori just to kind of, like dig it in, like, ah ha ha, got you now. And he's going to also attack Stag because he is similarly scary.
Help
he's-
me.
Doing so.
Lydia is standing there, not receiving any of these attacks, and looks visibly upset and offended that this crazed man, she is waving her arms around. She is standing there like, oh, hit me. And this crazed man says,
me.
I don't even see you. I can't look below 4 feet.
He's got a stiff neck, okay? He's gonna attack Kuori twice. That's 22 to hit.
Yeah.
And another 22. All right,
Yeah.
so the first one's going to be 8 bludgeoning damage and 9 bludgeoning damage. I need you to make me 2 Constitution saving throws. Let me know if you get less than 13. And he's also going to attack Stag with the third one. That's a 20
dude, I rolled 2 natural 20s. I'm
Holy
not
shit.
shitting you.
We should be counting these.
Jesus Christ.
Stag, does a dirty 20 hit you?
Yep.
All right, 6 slashing damage and a Constitution saving throw, please.
That's a 10.
All right, you're poisoned once more, which is unfortunate for you, but that's life. Hart, it's your turn. Oh shit, we lost a Hart. No, he ran off with the urgency that
Yes.
made me feel. He ran off with the urgency that I do when I wake up in the middle of the night and I can hear Frankie barfing. That seems about right. We'll come
Yeah.
back to him on his turn. But Lydia, this guy is
Oh,
ignoring.
hi. I do not like this very
Mhm.
much.
Oh, here he comes.
Oh, okay.
Hart, it's your turn.
Yes, it is. I'm so sorry. So,
It's okay.
yeah, Hart is going to do what Kuori told him to, and he is going to recast Create Bonfire, but he's going to center it underneath the other fire.
All right. that fire takes on kind of a purpley glow. And that dude kind of like looks a little bit confused. And he's just sort of like, what's going on? And you like see the blue light exit his eyes, and he turns around and he looks at that flame, and he's all like, "No, do not defile the shrine of Orl." Yeah, he's very upset about that. Hart, anything else for you?
Yeah, I'm gonna back the fuck up from this. Like, this guy has not tried to aggress upon me. I am behind Stag. Just gonna...
Also, Lydia, when I said it was going to be your turn next, I was wrong. It was going to be Stag's turn.
Fair. Lydia will once again just be sitting here waving her arms.
Yeah, Hart is getting the fuck out of Dodge on this. That's it.
Your turn, Stag.
All right, time to primal savagery. He just reckless attacked, so I have normal because I am also poisoned.
Indeed.
So that's a 19 to hit
19 will hit.
for a whopping 2 acid damage.
It's enough. This guy was already dead. What does it look like when you kill him?
Oh, Stag goes to the throat with his teeth and just like rips in with primal savagery and like rips out his throat. And he pulls back and there's just, I guess, like blood and like frostbitten skin bits falling off of his face.
Mm-hmm. And as he falls to the ground and begins to, his blood begins to pour out onto the ice, you see that confused look in his eyes once more, and his lips just form the word warm, and he dies. Bleh. We're out of initiative.
Out of initiative, Lydia will immediately be like, also, Liz made a sign that just says,
Hit me.
it's mirrored!
Yeah.
You can unmirror your Zoom camera.
My Zoom camera is mirrored. I wrote it backwards, but the stream is unmirrored. But I actually wrote it backwards.
You went through so much effort. I'm so proud of you.
So
That's
didn't
the
have a
next...
pen, so I used my lipstick to write.
That is the next shirt idea, is hit me written backwards.
You got
Angry face.
The angry face.
Yes.
Who needs healing?
Ouch. I am so hurt.
Dag says with blood around his lips.
Lydia will go up and she reaches out with like a finger and places it on like his wrist. And you can have, that's good. 10 hit points.
Oh,
That's
nice,
my last level one.
I think I'm also going to cure wounds myself because I was on 1 HP. Ouch.
Kuori's just looking at where the blue flame was. Sword in hand.
Is it gone? Is it done?
Do you keep the
Yeah, it's concentration.
Yeah, okay.
Up to a minute, though.
Yep. Kuori, you turn around, you can see that Hart's flame is kind of superimposed over the blue one. You do get like a sense from it that like, I mean, like you already saw the results of it, but like you get a sense from it that like its power has been blocked or dampened somehow.
Sorry. Lydia, I was just going to say, after curing wounds on Stag, Lydia was going to very begrudgingly, just muttering to herself angrily, walk over, dragging her feet a little bit on the snow and ice, pick up this crazed man's cleaver, and she's gonna cut his head off. Just angrily muttering to herself.
Don't touch that.
I don't want him coming back when Hart's flame
Don't
dies out.
touch his cleaver.
Then can I borrow your sword, please?
She will flip it so she's kind of gripping the flat part of the blade and handing the hilt to her.
Lydia will take it and immediately feel the weight of it as it the
It's
tip
a
of the
long
blade
sword. Yeah.
hits the bottom of the ice and drag it over there and make quick work of doing so. But then she will return with the other group.
Hart, can you undo your fire, please?
Oh, yeah. And Hart drops the spell.
Immediately, the difference is felt throughout the room. It's like a wave of cold just kind of rolls over you. Like I think that everyone even like gives a little shiver, like you know those random shivers that catch
up your
you
spine, yeah.
off guard, just like.
Kuori will take their longsword back and then just walk towards the brazier.
Breathing hard and still pretty hurt. Sorry, I was getting a lot of feedback from your mic, babe. I think it turned that setting back on. Breathing hard and still looking pretty hurt. Stag is going to say, all right, let's go find more of them to kill.
No. No, we're
Right,
not
why
trying. We're not trying to kill them. And Hart just sort of like he doesn't know what else to say. Like we're not trying to. That's not why we're here.
Why are we here?
Hart just sort of like looks over to Kuori.
I don't know. Do you just kill everything in your path, Stag?
No, not everything. There's good things out there. I didn't kill you guys.
Did you start the wildfire that burns your home down?
Who, me?
Yes.
No. I came from the sky. Skyfire. And he looks at Hart.
And Hart just like looks back towards Stag. Just what's Skyfire? You were saying it while we were fighting that guy. What's Skyfire?
It's what you conjured. You made fire from the sky come down.
What?
Two of you are communicating. God. As the two of you are starting to speak about Skyfire, I'll say that both of you have the same passive perception. You both hear the sound of talons scratching across ice from further up the cave towards the cave entrance. You guys don't necessarily know that's where the cave entrance is, but Kuori and Lydia, it's coming from the cave entrance.
We should go.
We have to go.
We should go. We should go. We should go.
Yeah, Hart will just nod to the two of them and look back at Stag and just have this really confused like I don't like kind of like shakes his head and then just rushes off with his new friends.
DM, it's running away passing the brazier?
Sort of. It's basically the room that holds the brazier is right across from the room that has the slaughterhouse inside. And then like it's at the end of a hallway.
So would I have to go out of my way to touch the fire?
A little bit. I'll say that you had already started walking towards the fire.
Mm-hmm.
So you're within touching distance at this moment.
I'll touch it.
Okay.
Lydia is on Kuori's back, just like,
What the fuck did you get there?
I always immediately get back on your back. Anytime we say we gotta go, that is my signal. I have 25 feet of movement, Kuori. 25 feet of movement. I am on your back the entire time until I can propel myself off by jumping from your shoulders. Have Goliath will travel.
Kuori, you know that if you pledge yourself to the Frostmaiden now, you will receive the same abilities as that man over there, so long as you stay inside the cave.
No.
Okay. You reach your hand into the fire, and Lydia, you're saying, we should go. And you turn around and you look at Kuori, and she's got her hand just in the cold flames. Her eyes are glowing with this white ghostly light, and her hand is starting to blacken with frostbite.
Kuori, get your hand out of there. We have to go. Please, I've got Hart, who looks heartbroken, both literally and physically. And then I have his crazed brother. Please get your hand out of that fire and let's go. I need you on my side on this one, please.
Kuori, you're communing with the fire, and you basically, like, internally you say no, and you come out of it, and there is a terrible, like, burning sensation in your hand as you take 14 cold damage. You have that to 7.
She's down. Wait, 7? Okay, no, I'm not down.
You have that to 7.
Oh,
Oh, it's funny. But yeah, like, you look at your
Who wants
hand
to
and
carry an 8-foot-tall Goliath?
your hand has blackened with frostbite, which is something you're not familiar with having.
Yeah. They will take it out of the brazier immediately, and then even through the pain, I think Lydia's voice will ring out, and she will immediately just pick Lydia and Hart up and just start Terminator running out of there.
All right, Terminator running out of there. You brush past Nemetra, who, like, was hiding behind, like, a pillar of some sort. I didn't forget about her. She wasn't getting caught up in that fight. She like looks at you guys as you're going, and she's all like, I heard something. There's something in this cave with us.
It's probably the white dragons, Nemetra.
The what? And you guys keep on running. You head to the mouth of the cave, and silhouetted amongst the teeth of the bear, you see about the same size, like about as tall as you are, Kuori. There is the lithe figure of a white dragon. And it is just standing in the middle of the cave, examining you with these glittering eyes.
I don't speak Draconic. Shit. Is it looking? Can I make like an insight check to see if it's looking like just analyzing, or like I want to eat these people because I'm a newborn baby and I'm hungry, or is it an adult dragon?
It's not. It's as big as you are.
Oh, baby!
He's a baby.
Oh.
But do give me an insight check.
Okay. 15.
15. It has the eyes of a predator, but it seems to be waiting for something.
Lydia will... We're back at the mouth of the cave, right? We're not...
You're standing at the mouth of the cave, and there is a dragon wormling blocking your exit. It has not attacked yet, for some reason.
Kuori's just gonna be like, move to the dragon.
So you say move to the dragon. Nemetra kind of like shoots a glance at you. And you hear her, she looks back at the dragon and you hear her bark something at it. And it kind of like flinches a little bit. You see like its face screw up. And she says, "It's a dragon. It doesn't speak common. I'll translate for you."
Well, then tell it to move.
I did.
I'm assuming because you said there's predator eyes, I can't adopt this dragon because I really want to.
Give me a charisma check of some sort, persuasion or intimidation. You told it to move, and Nemetra translated for you.
I would like to intimidate a dragon.
This is gonna go so well.
I have +0,
Super well.
but I did roll an 18.
You did roll an 18. You see it kind of like hesitate a little bit. And it like takes a step back. But then like it kind of like turns its head to fix you with one eye. And there's a sparkle in its eye that like, I know something you don't know.
Lydia will reach into her bag and take out all of the meat from her 5 days worth of rations into her hands and hop down and very slowly walk towards the dragon wormling.
Nope,
And-
nope.
Yeah.
Corey's not letting you. Nope.
Corey,
No,
just give it some food to distract it, and then we
no.
can just go past it.
Nemetra, ask it what it knows.
Nemetra kind of looks at you for a second and she says, "These kinds of dragons respect power. You're going to need to show it that you're more powerful than it." As
Hart's gonna
it's-
give you some guidance.
I need to know what the marching order is here. Like who's in the front,
I
who's
think
in the back,
Kuori
what's
would have
going
been in
on?
the front. Since she was communicating with this dragon.
Okay.
Hart is to the fucking back. He wants nothing to do with this. There's a dragon here now? No.
Lydia was trying to climb down Corey's back, but was not allowed to, so I'm still in my papoose in the back.
Stag, I guess, is going to be right behind Kuori. Hearing the Metro say, like, it wants you to show that it's more, you're more strong or more powerful than it is. He's going to cast Enhance Ability on you. Full strength. So that you gain advantage on strength checks. Wrestle that dragon.
I'm gonna wrestle this dragon. I'm gonna grapple it and pin it to the ground.
Okay. You start taking a few steps forward. The dragon, like, is not necessarily looking at you. It's looking at something that's behind you. And just as it occurs to you that there's something strange about that, Hart, does a 16 hit you?
It do. But why, Danae?
Because there's a second dragon that just snuck up on you and glommed onto your foot and is now dragging you into the cave.
My hunch!
Bring back my brother.
You take
Guys, I only have 5 hit points.
you take 4 piercing damage and 3 cold damage.
Okay.
And you are dragged back into the cave.
Ah!
Chasing after my brother. Give him back to me.
Roll me initiative, guys.
What's the worst that could happen?
20.
Dirty 20 for Kuori.
LizMac, no.
That would be a natural 20 for a 21 for Liz, or for Lydia. Liz,
I
Also Liz.
also rolled a natural something.
What the? Oh, it's a
The
natural one.
natural
Yeah.
one.
Aw, Hart. Oh no.
I got a 4.
Okay. Stag.
That's a 10.
Okay. Everybody else is already accounted for. Let me just sort this out. You do have enhance ability cast on you,
And a guidance.
Kuori, and a guidance. I can't believe I got away with this. This is fun. Okay. Lydia, you are at the top of the round. Hart is getting dragged away.
Okay, cool. Excellent. Question. In regards to the rules for potions, I know some people say that it is a bonus action to take a potion yourself and a full action to give a potion forcefully to someone else. Okay.
It's a homebrew for a potion to be a bonus action at all. It's an
Okay.
action to take a potion.
Can I use a bonus action to hand my potion to Kuori?
Free action.
That's
Just
an
toss it.
object
Beautiful.
interaction.
Yep.
Can I catch it
Beautiful.
in my mouth if it's open?
You have a potion of healing. And Lydia is going to jump down and run over to where Hart is being taken, and she is going to thwap this dragon wormling right in the snoot with her mace, and she's just gonna very sternly say, "No, drop it.
I love you. Oh, that's great.
Natural 20, I kid you not.
Oh my god.
Kid you not. Oh,
This is one of those nights, baby.
Ashley Johnson, bless your heart. Your die is doing wonders for me this evening. So I will double my damage dice here for a total of 9 points of bludgeoning damage directly on his snoot. Just saying, drop it.
That's enough to surprise it enough for it to like let go of Hart. You know how like a cat reacts when you're telling it no, and it just like sort of like the ears go. Oh, sorry, knocked into the microphone. The ears go back, and it just like hunches up its shoulders, and like its teeth show, and it's just like ah.
Drop him.
It
No,
is displeased with this.
Well, I'm displeased with it. That is my whole turn.
Awesome. Kuori, it is your turn. It seems that the rest of the group has Hart handled, and the dragon in front of you is no longer paying attention to you at all. In fact, it is distracted by what's going on behind you. If you try to grapple it now, you will get advantage.
I'm going to grapple this dragon. And what Stag gave me was advantage, so that kind of stays
Yeah,
okay.
That gave you advantage too on
Okay.
strength checks.
And then I have guidance.
Is there any way that I can retcon that and give her bear's endurance instead?
Sure.
So that they get 2d6 of temporary hit points.
Oh, thank the fuck God.
Because Stag did realize they were pretty hurt, beat up.
Oh yeah, she's not looking so hot. 4 and a 3 makes a number. 7. So God, okay. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. That's fine. Oh God. Okay. 19.
19. All right, it's going to oppose your.
Wait, is it an athletics check?
It is an athletics check.
Okay, fuck that. It's a 24.
Oh shit. Okay. It opposes at a natural 1. Oh my god.
I'm gonna suplex this
Yes.
dragon into the ground.
Knights in the courtyard for Goliath alligator dragon wrestling.
And
Hell
I'm
yes.
going to trusting that Nemetra would translate it, but knowing that my the emotion will get through still. They're going to grapple this dragon, put it on its back, and you know how you kind of like because she knows they have breath. I don't know if they have it this young, but I'm going off of what they would assume. They kind of like push their head back so they can't move it. And then just very intimidatingly say, "Call your siblings off."
Oh, fuck. Okay. Awesome. I love it. Great.
Hoping Demetra will translate that.
Okay. All right.
It's like, call them off.
Okay. And so you've just got like this dragon and an alligator hold. Give me an intimidation check.
Oh, it's just not bad, okay? It's a 15.
You said a 15?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really
Use
think
your
intimidation
guidance?
should be strength-based, but
You did have guidance.
I-
If you have it already.
you should let me have it be strength-based because I'm grappling this thing.
I'm pretty sure in 4th edition, there was a ability that fighters had that let you have your intimidation be strength based.
I've
If
always
I'm remembering-
ruled it. I've always ruled it as strength based as well, because like, if you're fucking built like Conan the Barbarian, and you're like, I'm not afraid of you because your charisma's not high. Like, no, it's Brock fucking Samson. He's gonna kill a guy.
Yeah, like it feels like there are certain skills that you should be able to proc off of 2 different skills. Shrug.
Can I use my strength modifier instead?
I will consider this for the future, but I'm going to tell you
Okay.
now that you don't need it.
Okay.
Kuori, on your turn, you've got this critter just like in a headlock. You've got its chin like tipped up. Its neck is exposed. Like it's basically been put in place by Mama. Like Mama said no. So its like eyes are just kind of wide, and it's like it's like a scruffed kitten. It's just sitting frozen there for a moment. Nemetra hasn't had a chance to translate yet, but we'll see what happens after her turn. Meanwhile, its sibling is hissing at Lydia, and she sure did want to get hit earlier. So let's see how that turns out. I'm gonna need MT. Okay. I'm gonna need Hart, Stag, and Lydia all to give me a Constitution saving throw as it opens up its mouth with a very displeased look on its face and breathes a very, very cold, icy blast of hail at you.
Goat. That's a 10.
That's a 4.
That one.
Oh my god, you all
Jesus
fail.
Christ.
Absorb elements.
Ooh.
Must be nice having spell slots still.
Yeah,
Running
must
out
be.
rapidly.
Must be nice not going into your 3rd encounter on one long rest.
Must be nice.
That's another thing that we should Knights in the Courtyard over. I was thinking about this earlier. This is the longest you guys have gone without resting.
Woo, be nice.
If we had spell slots,
22 cold damage.
I have 5 hit points now. Hold on. I no longer have need of that sign.
For the audio cast, she just ripped it in half. That's some good prop work there. 10 out of 10. I like that.
That was some good
Thank
Foley.
Yeah, good
Thank
Foley.
you.
Liked it. All right. So that's it for this little critter. Blast of icy hailwind breath. And that's it for them. Nemetra is going to go and basically, like, if you've ever seen like a gator wrestling show, Nemetra is gonna go and run over onto the dragon wormling and like put her like body weight on it in like an assist, and she's going to growl in its ear what Kuori said, which is call your sibling off, but in her like hissy, growly, draconic language.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to be her turn. Stag, it's you.
It's me, it's Stag. I don't know if what's going on over there, but I do know that this thing just hit me with ice, which makes me not like it very much. So in Sylvan, he is going to call forth his forest spirit and summon his wildfire spirit. So the dragon needs to make a dex save, please.
Okay, they can do that. 8.
That does not succeed, so it takes 6 fire damage. I should just say I'm gonna have the spirit manifest as what's his name? Stone Point. Standing tall and proud and strong, and just kind of like giving the dragon wormling as a menacing glance. And I'm going to use my bonus action to tell it to attack on its turn, which happens right after my turn. So it will hit with a. Actually, no. I'm going to tell it to use its fiery teleportation. So the 3 of us over here in front of this dragon teleport over to where everyone else is, and it needs to make another dex saving throw.
That's badass. Okay. So this Regal Stag appears. If anybody's seen Bambi, this is 100% Bambi's dad, with like the rack of antlers, the like enormous puffed out chest, and just like this very proud regal stance. However, he is comprised of like that same kind of like glowing flaming wireframe that Rosewind was. And I'll say that even like half of his body is already ash and still kind of like falling off of him. And he will just like look over at the rest of you, turn those glowing embers of eyes upon you. And he just like raises a very regal hoof and then stamps it on the ground, and then like a cloud of ash like pours out from his hoof and encompasses you in like a smoke screen for a brief moment, and then that like over next to you, Kuori, there's a and the flame goes away and your friends are standing right next to you.
The wormling also needs to make a DC 13 dex save.
All right, I can do that. Do it. 18.
Yep, that'll succeed. So it does not take fire damage. And that's all of my turn. When he reappears, Stag is going to be riding on top of his dad.
It's amazing. I love that. Okay. Anything else for you, Stag? Okay. Hart, you have just seen fucking Stone Point appear, and you have reappeared next to Kuori, right? And the other. Okay.
And I feel like Hart would probably say, he would just get like this horrified look on his face at the realization that everything Stag has told him about everyone that he knows being consumed by a wildfire is the truth. And he says, I'm going to try and do you proud. And then he is going to cast a create bonfire under the dragon that they just escaped from.
All right.
I got nothing else that I'm doing. It needs to make a dex save.
Oh, it's making a lot of dex saves today, baby. Natural 20 for 22.
Well, there's a fire under it now.
Yeah. Well, you see it like kind of like back away, like doing that, like jerking away and hissing, like I didn't expect. Like I thought I got the jump on you. And
then Hart he's looking rough. As an interaction, he's gonna hand a good cookie to Lydia.
Thank
Wait,
you,
are you
Hart.
manifesting your good berries as cookies now?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my god, I missed that. That is amazing.
Yes.
I had a special leather pouch made for him to keep them in so they wouldn't get squished in travel.
And so
And they stay warm.
I have 6 cookies in total left, but you can consume a cookie to regain 1 hit point.
You know what? Thank you. You have doubled my hit points.
What a great healer am I.
Those are some good cookies. All right. You was that your turn?
That was my
Hart
interaction.
handing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Was
All right. So what else would you like to do? Oh, wait, no, hold on. You've already done the bonfire.
Yes.
My goodness. Okay, I'm getting distracted by narrative, and I'm like, and then what happens?
Oh my god! And then what happened?
All right. Anything else for you, Hart?
No, that's it. That's my action. I don't have bonus actions.
All right, Lydia, it's your turn.
As she is finishing shoving the cookie into her mouth and chewing very quickly, Kuori, can we go? Can we go?
I'm in the middle of something right now. Give me a second.
Lydia will back up her full movement as far as she
Yeah,
can.
Kuori will say like back away, like just leave, because she doesn't know yet if the dragon is following her orders or not.
So, I'm going to use my action to double my movement and move 50 feet as far away as possible. And would that take me out of the cave?
You have been teleported out of the cave.
Excellent. I'm going to go 50 feet as far as I can. And then I'm literally going to bury myself in the snow and hide.
Lydia. Okay.
I am so hurt. And she is so tired. Real Dia has never been on this long of a voyage with Kuori and Hart, and now Hart's crazy brother, and she's missing her brother so much, and she's just so emotionally and physically tired that she just sits down in the snow, lays down as if to make a snow angel, but does the SpongeBob meme where she just pulls the snow over herself.
and
she's just gonna that's her turn. That's her turn.
Shellacks herself with snow. All right. So that's Lydia. Kuori, what are you gonna do?
This dragon tell its sibling to back off.
You can basically hold your turn and wait to see what its reaction is going to be. If it complies, what will you do?
Even in a full turn, it didn't do anything?
Well, basically, it hasn't had a chance to be to have gotten the command from Nemetra. It has its command now.
Yeah. I think I'll do another intimidation roll at this other dragon and say enough. In a very, I think my mother's sleeping, so I'm not gonna yell it out. But even though she knows they may not understand the words, there is a translation of tone and command.
For sure, of course. Give me an intimidation check, and you can use your strength modifier.
Can I use advantage because I'm grappling its sibling at the moment?
I'll allow it.
Yeah. Okay. That is. Wait. Okay. No. Okay. Because it's strength. That is a 15 again.
All right, that's pretty good. There is still like a flame in front of it, so it's kind of like recoiling from the flame and pacing a little bit. And it seems to be waiting to see what's going to happen. It will hold its turn over there to see what happens. The sibling that is in your arms, you can hear it kind of rumble, and like since you've got like you're very physically involved with this dragon, you can you feel the rumble go through it. You know, the way that like alligators like will make droplets like vibrate
I've seen
on
a
its
gator
back.
in person, like not because I live in Florida, because I went to an animal sanctuary real quick. That you can feel that shit
Yeah,
10 feet away, like even or more. Like
it is
It
like
wants to eat, and you know it.
this is
Yeah.
a fucking dinosaur, man.
Yeah, it's like the bass at a concert. You feel it more, just as much as you hear it. But it kind of grumbles, and Nemetra looks at you and says, "Okay, first of all, their names are Tizar and Gellim. Second of
Whoa.
all, they're gonna let us go."
Okay. Then for her movement, Kuori, they're going to you know when you slowly let someone go from a grapple, but ready to spring again if something happens.
We can drop out of initiative for this
Yeah.
interaction. Like you go to like slowly let go of it, and like your hands leave its snout and it kind of stays in that same position for a second, and then there's a flurry of movement as it like sort of shakes Nemetra off of it, and it like scrambles away from you and like turns around and like gives you kind of like, you know, like how a cat runs from you and then turns around to look at you, like makes its body sideways to look bigger. And it kind of like raises its wings a little bit as well. It's like it's a threat posture, but like a threatened posture. Like I'm scared of you, so I'm making myself look big.
So they're just going to have a very intense look, and just what did you say their names were?
This one is Gellim.
Tizar
and Gellim. I can put it in the chat.
Kuori's gonna say goodbye, Tizar and Gellim, and then just pull Nemetra out with her.
Yep, hissing and growling from Nemetra as she translates, and it like cuts off as you yank her away.
Yeah, but it's like still an intense look in her eyes. She's not taking her eyes off of these dragons, and she's backing away.
Yeah, you don't take you don't turn your back on a predator.
No.
And as you're backing away, I think that's a good place for us to leave off for tonight.
Ooh, excellent. And with that, I'd like to say thank you, Wings, for running this incredible game. As usual, this was absolutely fantastic. Thank you so much for running this. But I always enjoy having you on the channel, Wings. Where can we find you? What do you do?
Hi, I'm Wings, also known as Danae Keener. You can find me at DanaeKeener.com. I do nerdy drawings, mostly related to D&D and a lot of things on this channel. You can also find me at Danae Keener on Twitter. I post my schedule there for when I do games and also streaming. So you can go there and check out everything that I'm involved in. And oh my goodness, this Wednesday, Tyler and I are going to be over on GGK. We're joining their Masks game. Spoiler alert, we're joining a superhero game, and we're shoehorning a vampire and a werewolf into it. So we're hoping to have a grand old time out there. Once again, that's DanaeKeener.com.
Hi everyone, my name's Satan. I just wrestled a baby dragon, and I feel pretty good about it. But other than wrestling a baby dragon here on Sunday nights, you can find me many places in the Twitchverse. Sunday mornings, usually can find me over at the Hype Goblin. If you watch me over at the Mercy Road charity stream and like supporting charities, the Hype Goblins channel is another great way to support it. They are, in fact, a charity channel, so any money they make off the channel, they give to the Trevor Project. So you can find me there, DMing for my friends at 10 a.m. EST over there. And Sauce is going to be there next weekend, so that's going to be interesting. And Mondays, you can find me over at Weave the Tale, playing my 70s biker bar witch. You can find me here once a month on Wednesdays, playing my vampire. Thursdays as well, playing Masks, where I play Aftershock, and On Saturdays, you can find me over at Valdrigan's channel playing Dragon Age, and after that, playing in Plot Hunters at 8 o'clock p.m. EST. There we go. Where we're finishing. It is the second half of the finale of Rise of Tiamat, so I may also get to Wrestle a Dragon, except this one is the mother of dragons, basically. But yeah, that's me.
Oh, hi, everybody. It's me, LizMac. And other than crying in the snow, which is what I've done tonight, you can find me here every Sunday playing our Sweet Bean Rock Gnome Cleric that has no ill intent for any party members whatsoever. But other than that, you can find me on Twitch as @LizMac and on Twitter @LizMacD22. If you are wanting some amazing streaming content, you can also check out jabroni.tv. We're a group of 13 streamers from across the world that are all good friends that met because of Twitch. And we also feature tabletop communities just like this one. So be sure to check that out. And lastly, my beautiful day job, I'm lucky enough to be the community manager of an amazing little indie video game studio based out of here in Canada. And our game Operation Tango drops on June 1st, which is incredibly soon. And I am so busy. So if you haven't checked it out yet, make sure to check out Operation Tango on Steam. There's a free demo available, and the game will be out June 1st. So throw us on a wish list if you can. But other than that, yeah, that's me.
And Tyler, where can we find you? What do you do?
Yeah, I'm Tyler, also known as @FrothyInferno on Twitter. I'm going to be here as Stag probably next week to finish this out, and then G game nights in the Masked game, and every now and then again, I play video games with LB Hackemup on her channel. So that's where you can find me.
And if you've made it this far, you probably already know who I am. But if you don't, hey Acorns, what's up? It's me, your buddy, your pal, your friend, the Indoor Adventurer, the showrunner here at twitch.tv/indooradventures. We do shows like this on Monday and Thursday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as well as on Sundays at 7 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If this is your first time joining us, you can go to youtube.com/indooradventures to check up on all of the VODs of each of the games that we have played up until this point, including full playthroughs of Curse of Strahd, Ghost of Saltmarsh, Waterdeep Dragon Heist, Tomb of Annihilation, Tyrant Security, our Acquisitions Incorporated homebrew campaign, as well as a bunch of other games that we are continuously trying to put out. We got 3 active games a week, so there should be something that you might be interested in. But speaking of things that I'm interested in, we are going to be going into our Patreon supported after show called Nights in the Courtyard, where we answer questions not only from the community but also from each other. So if you have any questions for myself or any of these other fine folk, feel free to join us at our Discord. You can find the link in the description of this video or audio cast down below, and we will do our best to respond to those questions and answer them in kind on that their Patreon. But with that, once again, I would like to say thank you to Danae for running this game. Thank you to Tyler for joining us. And of course, thank you to these lovely players for coming up with some bullshit to run Danae through this week. And we will see all of you guys next time. All right, everybody. Bye-bye!